Stay a while and listen. My name is Deckard Cain. I am the last of the Horadrim, a secret order that is assembled to protect humanity from the demonic forces of the burning hells. Yet I grow old, and I must pass down my knowledge. Mankind must never forget our struggles against the lords of hell, for they will not rest until they hold sway over all. Prime evils, Diablo, Baal, and Mephisto once wreaked havoc on our world before the Horadric Order was formed to hunt them down and imprison their essences within enchanted soul stones. Witchcraft. Buried beneath the town of Tristram, Diablo's soul stone lay undisturbed for generations, until the fateful day he was released and our holy cathedral was transformed into a gateway to the hells. Doesn't look very buried, does it? It's sort of sitting there. The Lord of Terror drove our good King Leoric to madness and possessed his youngest son. With Leoric's mind poisoned and Diablo's minions prowling the night, chaos and fear gripped Tristram. Oh no. Just when we had given in to despair, hope emerged. Leoric's eldest son, Aidan, returned from abroad and pledged to vanquish the demonic evil that had turned our lives into an unending nightmare. There he is on his horse. Horse is a good word. He stormed into the labyrinth beneath Tristram's cathedral and vanquished the Lord of Terror himself. We all heard the demon's terrible death cry echoing from up the cursed depths. Something like that. Tristram was saved, and at last we knew peace. But where our torment had ended, Aidan's had just begun. He seemed distant, troubled by some unseen burden. Then one day, he simply vanished. Where the fuck did he go? Following his disappearance, a new wave of demons ravaged Tristram. With no one left to defend us, the town was reduced to ashes. My friends were butchered and raised from the dead. Turkeys. I alone was spared, caged and forced to witness Tristram's defilement. I thought I would die there in the ruins of my home, but I was rescued by a group of brave heroes. Welcome! They spoke of a great darkness stretching toward the east, and I knew in my heart it was Aidan. This once valiant man who became known as the Dark Wanderer had succumbed to evil. Succumbed. Cucumbers. After Diablo's fall, Aidan had thought to contain the demon's lord's essence within himself. While his intentions were noble, the Lord of Terror's oppressive will overwhelmed him. My new comrades raced to Loot Golain and learned of the Cactus to Hardcore. Yet they arrived there too late. Baal's tomb was empty, save for Tyrael, the Archangel of Justice, and a member of the Angerous Council, which ruled over the high heavens. He too had learned of Diablo's journey east. Everybody's talking about it. Tyrael implored the heroes to track down the two prime evils in the temple city of Travincle and stop them from liberating their infernal brother, Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred. Although the mortals followed Tyrael's guidance, the demon lords still succeeded in reuniting. It was then that Diablo assumed his true demonic form, shedding the last vestiges of Aidan's humanity. Undaunted, my companions... Where's the music gone? Thank you. Undaunted, my companions pressed on, slaying Mephisto and recovering his soul stone. They then pursued Diablo into the burning hells, where he had begun amassing his loyal demonic followers. There in the realms where no mortal had trod, the fearless champions defeated the Lord of Terror. Upon the Hell Forge they sealed their victory by destroying the soul stones of Diablo and Mephisto. That's exactly how we did it. They did it, I mean. With the heroes focused on his brethren, Baal marched an unholy army to Mount Ariat in the expansion pack, Lord of Destruction. By corrupting the sacred artifact, he hoped to turn all of mankind into evil. At the Mount Summit, my comrades narrowly triumphed over the Lord of Destruction, but not before Baal had tainted the World Stone. Humanity, it seemed, was doomed. Tyrael believed that only one drastic act would spare mankind from damnation, and so he hurled his sword Eldruin into the World Stone, shattering the crystal and igniting the catastrophic explosion in a cutscene that looked ridiculous. I cannot help but wonder what the price of Tyrael's actions will be. Did he save our world, or did he merely consign it to some grim and unseen fate? Sausage. Despite the victories over the primevals, I sense a darkness approaching. Two lords of hell remain, Asmodan and Belial, and I fear it is they who herald the coming end of days.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Leah, are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!